on Zoom yending komo with Dr. Richmond Afoakwa, a senior lecturer, Department of Forensic Sciences at the University of Cape Coast. Yending komo emfa how senior ye temper with your friend is saying investigations in our face, so evidences are said BBC ye pentem ama citizens, you know, ye didn't say maybe faha and all that. This one comes in regards to the issue that is really talking about now. The August 6th helicopter crash, you know, and one summoning come what to say Minister for Ashanti region betu just say you hear more of these evidences will be to me there by kakra now also what to me at their show all these and more addition na ne anope yesu ani hu kwan be fa so a ye be masa ne ma we nyina no eto etwa mame kwa homa no so na me ne doc ending doc me mo ache e ba ye Kessben match so but mame bi sa same way especially with the crash say BBC here just as we saw August 6th very sad one ne maybe say here yenum na ye citizens na ye kokoboa no DNA sese ye ewom se niema ade sidie ye ni so ayesi ye no kaka and all that but niema ben sese ye hwe indicators ben sese ye hwa ye de ye betu ye hofo afa issues of this nature
me na ma chen me chawo no watiefo nyina na that's ene se monya bre amame de di kan nkonhia bi se isia the here pie say a Virginia Pankwa. So if there are any survivors here, and they'll say to me, put things in place, a bit to me, I'm here, the Virginia Pankwa. And if we go fear, the Akanina, and in the 4 Ejuma, the Akanina, yes, investigators and a bay. And the send all kinds of DNA decay was here, and the decay was here, and say, also here, say. Obi wo ahokyeremu ana hohia mu wo saa nkwanhia bia na ye je omo nkwa so obi ani ahohia mu ana se nipa na omo ye involved in akwanhia ni nyina wu a ene citizens na na atemamufo no enni adwuma bia ye ewo ho anche se de wo se ye nyina se obi afiri ho nkwanhia bi sei no se ye hwe di si ye na anu ya aya na ye hazardous sins so ho aya na honom no ehu kakra de atian say obi aeroplane bi atofom na helicopter atofom helicopter ya American na say so fuel room engines na fuels room no enye ni nyina na sometimes a shit at the same time ebi wo ha na ebi a eda baabi na a train say janu bi ebe ko na afa explode ye hunu mpempi Omayimu ne other places say yemfa ne say tanker bi afirato na temamufu di mirabo twi yakoho ekosesa fuel da e tanker no mu de obetia ne say eja bi anante akoba bi tanker no da na boom then there's another accident na temamufu na ewo ho no ebi aprepra ebi ahyehye ebi awuru enti bibi says here your first responders ekoho. In the unlikely event, says first responders went to me and do one terminal. Timamufonus to me call. Echo Boami Eje or more prepare nenkwa. Nemo we had ye see a helicopter ibato from Noah. Na encourage the enemy. Or more moving ash, sending a describing no masha to bear. Enti, then I was here and so was a Timamufon na trom. Na emergency workers eba. Na first responders eba. Na forensic experts eba no mo be ebobo sa bia ni nyina ho ban se de be ya yebetimi aye nhwehwemu no because nhwehwemu no gina say the scene is preserved say scene no obi ansa bibia wo ho obi ama bibia so because eno na ye dey be reconstruct bi esi ye no me ehunu de esi ye no pa yi.
Does it become very difficult for forensic experts to get to a scene? Citizens said, for instance, in an okay, say tanker ashiase, and I say track be a subie ashiase na yafa bucket in a kujina hona near Guinness in bottle in the issue be a new gum near deco and all that. touching of those places, any positioning of baby and Nema no kototonom, does it make it very, very extremely difficult for forensic audits or probably the first respondents to have a proper investigations done?
Whenever the scene is compromised, it makes the work extremely difficult. So, because you cosina, forensic science for cosina, now forensic experts cosina. Ade no sie no na yeni ho. Accident no sie no na yeni ho. Anase nipa odi nsamone no odi nsamone no yeni ho. Enti scene no pepepe yo. Ene ye de ba behwe se ye duru scene ho na we da ha. Se car no anase helicopter no free sro ene bebo fom a. Wo hwe impact no anase mutimi hu distance no ana ewo edebebo from no a utimi esusu hunu say okay we betumi afiri akoto ha we betumi afiri akoto ha based on the impact and the distance it was traveling from, but sa de kode no a yesusu say ebetumi afiri, this is the distance ebetumi akono na sa timamufo akoma so e de aban crash site no anasa omokoma so e de akwa akiri a the chain say emma nhwehwemu no ntumi nwepeyo because we are not able to see the expected. Anasa menka na say ade bi wo ho a ye behia ne titiriu pa e de aye nhwehwemu yi na timamu ni bi akoma so ko to say ade esi ye ne nyina ye ka black box ho asem black box nyankopon cha de mpanifo group scene ho omutimi ko fire but yenfa no setimamu ni bi ko hunu bibisa na ye ne fe anasa opese o masoko no ma asoko ya enka sa black box no enka ye hunu into a very pertinent issue, a very pertinent evidence, physical evidence would have been taken out of the scene. And once it is taken out of the scene, a man should remove it. The American constitution say BBC see accident see ana crime be see ana bibia sa no a temamufo ye need bibia di wo ho because ye nim die no a ye de ekoye sa adwuma no enti yantwe ho near allow for experts numra no mumra emeye de omubeye nyinas the moment ya obeko hono the basic principle in forensic science and say whatever contact you have with the scene you leave evidence there one kasa no ankasa waja evidence se okoho because ubetieti anioma bi so obema bibi so o the fingerprints akoho in fact the wild DNA zo akoho etisi ye nhwehwemu no a hu se wasai anioma bebree enti ehu behia se timamufo no ekọ scene ho sa akwosesa neoma omo hadwene pa e ma investigation no ye din papa.
Okay, so I'm asking this question for us to understand something. So it means that say ye de yehu eto what really happened on August 6th, where yehu mrantie posing with flight and who nyamani be edi shekutukum edi ko no de ba making us to know say oh omako akwaku hu be plane no ebia na ntaba ni bi dan na ebia ne body ni bi dan and all that, posing it on videos and all that clearly if we should stay with the August 6th helicopter crash now, it means that basic forensic we have destroyed your friend is say evidence on grounds.
Well, men cannot try say we have destroyed evidence on the ground. All starting you see word be and I like that word. The evidence has been tampered with. Tampering with evidence is different from destroying the evidence. And to say omoko come ma plane water bine so ni blade ehunu bibi fire di try picture near yinina. They have tampered with the evidence. They have tampered with the evidence. Say baby na de no da abra accident no see no omama so afri ho ekwan na ade no eda se ne na eda se eda ne nchen mu anase esensan ho anase bibisa no investigators need do ho omu said the necessity because obi akọ change the position of that evidence, and that is tampering with, but destroying the evidence. Not the young can say almost destroy evidence, but they tampered with the evidence, and tampering with evidence, like I said earlier, it makes the work extremely difficult because oko scene where send you seen who sit here no and no na investigation obey. But if everything has been tampered with, send you who no August 6th no and no man no ayedin.
Enti Bibi says no Obroni Beka se further investigations ye setting up committee na ye ba behwehwe as much as ye wo the voice recorder ne black box and all that in as much as ye feel say ye hope you na be wo that equipment called the black box and the voice corporate and all that on the scene so no etumi boa kakra in terms of say analysis who say the extension or the extent of the accident a bit to me aka hu bi a bit to me amaye hu bibi sa
enti hana tampering with evidence no asem no one sisi impanimfo hu black box no enti yemfa no say black box no audio no kire say pilot no catch ne co-pilot say ogidi say engine no a malfunction and ogidi say helicopter no bleed no a malfunction enti say utie sa voice recording no na audio no a the oya hwehwemu no the next thing obey ne say obekọ the ote no say blade na malfunction no obekọ baby a blade the one no akọhwe sa malfunction kro no a ewo ho no sa blade no a o ka ho asem audio no mu no ye kọ ne akọhwehwe ne ehunu blade no a you cannot confirm say blade malfunction no a pilot ne ka ho asem a ye tell black box no so no na ye no correct because ebia pilot no beka say blade na malfunction but na blade na malfunction and now say engine be malfunction but na engine na malfunction enti say ye tie black box no audio no a e wo say ye kɔhwɛ adekode no a e wo audio no so no say esusu ampa say sa na see ya. That is the investigation we are going to do. Na sa adekode no e na say temamufo atampa with it and now say ayra ni ahwehwɛ ne ehunu a then the case becomes difficult to solve. This is the reason why the evidence has to be left in their position, in their original state as the accident happened, and everything. Because every audio they are going to listen to from the black box has to be corroborated. And this collaboration, and you hear say Bibia is in its original state, its original position. Say I didn't have from aside the back see and who say I didn't malfunction and pa ye be hunu. But obia ko tam and so obia ko sesano and now obia ye hu bibi we tra parts be the call and now bibi sa no a investigation pa.
Doc, but when Mr. Sasemwe, the issue of response when it comes to a accident, CCCC, even if at home, na sebu say arobibikra koswa, the response from a security and a forensic, would you say it has been improved in terms of the quickness? I mean the speed that they are passing, to really quadrant the place for us to then ascertain say listen mo bia enfahano. Is a response good enough for more to say or we need to improve about on it?
Okay, when disasters happen, when accidents happen, obiara ni ho a waboaboa na ho asie say disaster no be happen enti enim say be happen at point A enti akoboye ho adwa wo ho twen say disaster no be happen na e happen ye no ane ya yakoho so enti response there every time obiara elage because ohwe ba bia sa accident we see ye no a it was a heavily forested area so enti first responders I be free or no be free actually kakra and aba. First responders no more ente one train say disaster no be see ya no aye koko. Me pa what the metre ya say. And every time will be a response no there a lage kakra because the message will have to now go. So bibi say yes. Bibi say yes ne am put team together ema team no nko ho no. There be a time maybe a time I'm sorry my phone no kakra and the time na eba mu no and no na aya na ye hwa ye feel say ya anya no ntem so no aya say obi ofie share where a jada ufie no o hwehwe se nka jano sha ase no anka odum jafo beduru ho but after na wo befa phone after odum jafo sa time na ewo mu no ansa no odum jafo na prepare omo ho aba be se ejana a ehye no bia ye the foam ene bedum no ana ye the nsuo ene bedum no ana ye the carbon dioxide ene bedum no sa preparation ni nyina e ma time kakra bam. Until from the time of an incident and the time of response, no the time no eben. But there is no September 11th, you see, United States of America, yeah. Time of response was good, but still there was a time. Omunponwa sebio omotimi ahhehye omonoma yie akosro omo responses ni bibia wo no still there was time for response nti the American akosi nyina ne say disaster there obia ni wo bobo ane ho e de train disaster nti se ne tie bia time bebam na mum ye tie ne say responders no akade na omo de ye adwuma no ena wo say ye hwe say omo wo akade omo de ye adwuma no nyina nti se omo kosin ho a number one, omubetumi a protect scene no. Omubetumi that interagency collaboration will be there. Police for ho, the see military helicopter, and military for ho, NADMO for ho, fire for ho, obia ho. You betumi a protect scene no. In case there is a secondary fire for betumi adumjano. In case obi pese oba scene ho. Or filisa ne ho kani bi ho ana ne busuani bi ho a police for betumi a stop no. Sani omani nyina na wose ye ma mpanimfo no akade a omode omadwuma no se de be ya omoko scene ho a the sanctity of the scene can be protected.
Last one na we and that was what you just ended with, the issue of Acadia technology and logistics. We also heard say to even ascertain air bodies in the crown, we need to then take parts of the body to South Africa for us to do a forensic on it to determine who and who are these people or personalities are sebi when who send catch ebusianfo and all that. So technology, logistics, even on grounds to do investigations and even checking some of these things. Do we lack as Ghana some of these things? Is it a problem for us, Anna?
Mecca say there be to begin with on the flat. Mecca say we don't have urgent lack. Your Acadian biwaha. Ghana Police Service DCA omo akadia na nka omo betumi di aye adwuma no nyina minimum fire service wo forensic lab nyamencha de me na me dasa forensic lab no ano wo akadia omo betumi di aye forensic investigations. There are private labs. COVID eba no, there was heavy investment when it comes to DNA technology worldwide. There were so many private labs for Ghana ha COVID by and omoto machines are ye DNA. So we took one abekwa ko ye DNA ami ahwe say o COVID no bi ana uni COVID no bi enti investment no de ewo. But my main kind say continuous maintenance of that technology is what we need to question. Say whether equipment maintained enough for us to be able to do it here. That is one side of the answer. So I don't have that answer for you right now. So Miyaka say the equipment had good maintenance for us to do it here. The second part of the whole story, no, more social. The easy acceptability on the part of Ghanaians say be free. Abrochre nearby jitum prekope. Said ye beye no ye mamu ha said ye bisa questions. And here say omo involved, these national heroes who were involved in this accident, they be a Muslim for. Then you said there are social, cultural, religious aspects of every investigation. Muslim for ya omo ka baby. Omo religion no chere say ye mfa mu no nto ho nche. There was a imam ebom paye ma omo na ye kro mo chintantantantantam. That is their cultural practice. Enti se wo hwempanimfo nsusu ye omo susu ye say ye ma ya ntwe sa de we hu daare ye nya no tantantantam mientumi mpe muslimifoɔ na ɛwɔ mu no korabrɛ a that was a good call. Enti yɛnya sɛ yɛbɛfa ne sɛ Ghana akadeɛ no nyinaa wɔ ha, but sɛ yɛbɛkɔ akɔyɛ aba na webɛka sɛ menyi ntum ne ayi no ɛno bɛtumi informe sɛ yɛmfa nkɔyɛ no wɔ ha a ɛbɛba na kyerɛ sɛ akyinnyɛ biara ni ho. That could have been the reason why it was done outside the country. But Ghana had it. Nyamianum no kre na kade a yɛde bɛyɛ adwuma mpanimfo a ɔmo nimdi a ɔmo de bɛyɛ sɛ adwuma no ne nyinaa wɔ ha wokɔ Ghana Police Service mu a yɛwɔ mpanimfo a ɔmo akwadare wɔ DNA mu paa ɛwɔ hɔ. Mempɛ sɛ mɛbobɔ ebi mu din. Privately yɛ universities yɛwɔ akade a yɛde yɛ DNA de biara. University of Cape Coast wɔ akadeɛ, University of Ghana and Noguchi ewa akadeɛ menim sɛ Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology so akadeɛ a yɛbɛtumi de ayɛ saa nneɛma wei nyinaa. But the social part of it, the cultural part of it, and the religious part of it will inform decision making. And this decision no aban no take here no, it is not wholly premised on the point to say yeni akadeɛ ana yeni nimdeɛ ana yeni mpanimfo a ombetumi ayɛ saa adwuma yi. There are so many indices that will feed into making that decision. And I will say about aban no abaso because yakra binumwachi Muslim for ne woman. Obiya jiatum. Obiya ni wa wakasa dabi nhwehwemu ne ekoye no yenyi ntum yenyi ni say your body no ni anase bibisa sa takrade missing girls cases ye ba yen achinye bebre ba ho otimi wakame yenyi ni say emaya no a yenyi ni say nompe no kra ema nompe Ghana haya na ye no Ghana yentumi nye ho achinye no and we have been able to solve it with this. Nti I put two bema media houses anything amufu nyina na say yenya rehyiemu ewo yenia ya diemu sabi mpanimfo aboka atreni scientists ewo Ghana ya boka e nipa ko school ama makosua de anya hunumu enti yenya rehyiemu ewo yenya ya diemu say yenso ye ya ade no ayekoye in South Africa na nya ade a yentumi nya no Ghana na ebetumi aye but ye no Ghana ha enke ebeji atum. That is the question we have to ask. And yenhwe say ye discussion no besi so say yakade a ye wo hanom no, are we maintaining them? Are we having the reagents and the consumables that we would need in constant supply and in stock? So ni ni san komo no ye di san komo no a next time the BBC sia ehun ko hia say ye betam sample e dia to play mu atwini hwidididi akọ South Africa and as akọ US akọ Europe say ye koye test ne dia ba.
Doc, you better say Eradinshon ne addition with the amaye ene anope. Dr. Richmond Afoakwa, senior lecturer, Department of Forensic Sciences at the University of Cape Coast, and yenuno edin common. Yeah, that's the Doc.
So there, all
right. And to know